What's up, everybody? It's your boy Uchi. I'm here with my brother Uchi, and we are back again. Once again, how y'all doing today? What's going on, folks? Back again with another banger Full Power podcast. It's your boys, your man, the Uchi, the real one, and I'm here with my brother Uchi. Brother Uchi, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Got back from the gym, as y'all can tell, I guess. you know, a little swole, not really, but no, we're feeling good. We're feeling good today.
Yeah, so I had to stop this man a little because we were getting warmed up for this week's episode. This week, just to let you guys know, we're gonna be talking about pretty much what you guys were talking about in the comments from the last episode that we recorded here. And I'll be looking at comments from the Full Power podcast episode itself, as well as the two videos that pretty much came from those episodes, talking about Cell and Goten and Trunks. So, and unfortunately, once again, missing Kai because, I mean, hey, it's good to be employed, but motherfucker, his boss is preventing us from getting our trifecta going. So we miss you, Kai. Hope you can join us soon. And we're probably gonna try to figure out something to get something with Kai's voice involved in future projects, episodes, or whatever. So also, side note, really quick, like I mentioned in previous episodes, I don't even remember how long ago, but I have been talking about it here. The Full Power podcast will have its own YouTube channel very soon. It's actually it's up now, but it's a barren wasteland. There's nothing on it, obviously. So once we have a nice banner and all that other stuff, I already have the playlist of all the ongoing episodes. Like every episode up till now is there. If you wanted to just go to it, feel free to go to the channel Full Power podcast and hit subscribe. So that way once it's nice and presentable, all future episodes will then just upload straight there. So without further ado, actually, before we get into the comments of what you guys are talking about, brother Uchi, you were telling me about One Piece. You finally decided to start watching that shit again. So continue where you were talking about before we hit record.
Yeah, so side note, I was going on a little rant, I guess, about like me coming back to One Piece a little bit, because when I left off probably around season 3 or 4. So, but my ass, because one of my boys at work, shout out to him, he actually told me that One Piece is like really good, especially like at the war part.
Yeah.
So, because I didn't even realize they had a war, but when he told me like a little on the inside about certain shit, I was like, it could actually be interesting. So I skipped to about like episode 380, around the 380s, because I found out a filler list as well, because your boy has to do that. Have to. So what I was doing was I started around 380 because it's kind of more so, I found that's probably the best spot to start, because that's more so like the pre build up to the actual war. I didn't want to really just start on the war, because I wanted to figure out kind of what was going on, who has like what powers, how strong are they and shit, and who are they kind of facing and what's going on. So that's where I started. And then I was basically telling Big Uchi over here, I was describing like how the episodes are played out, because each episode is around 23 minutes, and I was basically telling them that there's really only 15 to 18 minutes of actual like information in the episode, and about 5 to 6 minutes on certain occasions in certain episodes they just fill it with bullshit. Like it's the intro it's the intro, and then the song, and that in itself takes 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Jeez.
And then they do a recap of the previous episode, practically the whole thing, but in like a minute to 2 minutes time. So depending on how much information that last episode was, and like I guess how important it was, they'll literally go on like a 1 to 2 minute, like I guess a part of the intro type of thing. I'm like, bro, there's like no episode time. Like normal in some of these newer animes like Demon Slayer and shit like that, like they at most they'll probably have like a 3-minute intro and like a 20-minute episode type of thing. So you know, I don't know. Well, that's One Piece, but alongside that, I mean, what did I say as well? It was something along the lines of like I could see how One Piece is kind of hard to get into because I said some shit like that because
that's what you're saying.
Because I could see how One Piece is a little hard to get into just because like there's a lot of buildup between each individual character. Because Luffy's squad, bro, like there's a lot of fucking people in this show. There is a lot of fucking people. So like,
is it as much as Bleach?
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
like I mean, that's kind of tough because I want to say yes, but because like each individual character I guess has their importance. And I feel like in Bleach, like they really had a focus, like a core.
Yeah,
like, but you would see the other characters, but it wasn't as like frequent. But in fucking One Piece, you kind of see everybody in his squad. Like there's not. I mean, they're the core, but then like aside from his core group, like you obviously have other characters that need to be involved and everything, and you need to kind of know their backstory, or how powerful they are, like who the fuck they are.
Right.
Like shit like that. And then like, and I also mentioned that me personally, like along the journey, because I'm around the episodes of like 440s now, I think. So I started at like around I'm around 380, so I'm in like the 440s area because the war actually starts at 461. So
you started, you didn't start from like episode 1 and then went on. Okay. Just to clarify for the people. All right.
Nah, because I mean, like I said before, I kind of knew some of the storyline prior, like around season, like I stopped around season 3 or 4,
right?
Because then I kind of got a little bored, but also new shit came out, or like other animes I would rather watch. No disrespect.
Attack on Titan, yeah.
But yeah. So, but I also mentioned before that like along because I was binging this weekend, so along the episodes of like anywhere from 380 to 440s, there are some filler episodes, but then there aren't, obviously, like there aren't like filler episodes, I will say, but to me, I was like, I kind of already can predict what's gonna go on, so I'm not gonna watch that episode, and I'll skip I'll skip ahead of that episode we I can already tell kind of by the preview of the next episode if it's gonna be worthwhile to actually watch, because like we kind of said before, like, so I don't want to say it's dry, like like there's dry episodes and shit, but there's just like I don't need to know this shit, bro. Like, so I'm gonna skip it, so because I want to see the war. That's my mentality right now. So like I don't want to like, if the episode's not gonna be like that important to me, or it's not gonna progress, like it's kind of almost like a side filler, but it's not a filler at the same time. I feel like there's episodes like that, but like if they're not gonna talk about important shit for the build up, I will skip it. I don't care.
That's fair.
So I mean, that's kind of what I think about One Piece a little bit so far.
So you're gonna stick with it?
Well, I mean, nothing else is new right now or coming out besides Attack on Titan until that finishes. So I mean, until then, I'm probably gonna, whenever I have free time or am not doing anything, I'm gonna be watching One Piece to try and get to that war shit. Because also another thing that I've been wanting to see in One Piece is Luffy's fourth gear. I believe that's what it's called.
Okay, I never knew.
From the Jump Ultimate Star shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
that form?
I remember. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. That's one thing that always like.
If it takes that long to get there to that form, that many episodes?
Apparently, and this is some of the research I've done on Google. These niggas, apparently, I don't know if it's true, but it's around like episode 6 to 800 until he gets fourth gear. Apparently, it's not even at 461 where the war starts. It's episode 600. Or around the realm of 6 to 800. So like, I don't know how long this war is gonna be, but
bro, you want some quick perspective? Guess how many episodes Naruto is?
Hold on, I'm gonna look this up to be accurate.
Yo.
Cause I have a ways to go if that's the case.
Son, guess how many episodes? I actually somehow surprisingly remember verbatim how many episodes.
When does Luffy use Gear 4? Episode 726.
OD. Guess how many episodes Naruto got? Total.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Okay.
They never hit the 1,000 mark, right?
Oh, nowhere near. Listen, Naruto. Now this number could be jumbled because I don't remember if Shippuden included the episode count. Actually, no, I don't think it did, to be honest. But all in all, 500. Flat. 500.
I was low-key fucking right. There are episodes that it's like canon mixed with fillers. These fucking goons.
So that's normal though, because even in like Bleach and Naruto, even Dragon Ball Z, there's always gonna be episodes that are primarily filler, but they're gonna have like the real shit in there too. So
yeah, but when you see, it's okay when you think of it that way, but when you really think about it, that means there's like 7 minutes of real episode.
Yeah,
and the other 7 minutes, that's some bullshit,
dude. That's like, how do you think, like, and this has nothing to do with anime, right? But think about watching wrestling, okay? Like, you don't watch it anymore, right? But I unfortunately still do. And when I watch WWE versus AEW, right? AEW, Brandon, listen, this is the pacing, okay? You're all about the pacing, right? This is a great crossover analogy, okay? When you tune into WWE, you're gonna fucking watch an opening filler thing. Then you're gonna wait for someone to come out, cut a promo. Then they're gonna show another a video package. Then they might show an interview backstage, another video package, and then you might get a fucking match. Right? And all this is within the first 15 to 20 fucking minutes of the program opening. Now, you go to watch AEW, literally, they'll show the opening little video thing, and a match will instantly start. Sometimes the motherfuckers are in the ring already, and they ring the bell, and boom, they start going at it. And even when they have an hour show on Friday, they have Rampage, they manage to get like 4 matches in. Sometimes WWE can take the whole 2 hours just to get like 2 matches in, 3 if that. So I totally feel that, where it's like,
it's like time management and shit. Like, you know.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I mean, that's my little rant, I guess, on One Piece so far.
Well, that's cool though. You found your in-betweener show to when you have nothing else to watch. That's what you're gonna be watching then, right? Pretty much.
For now, unless I get like extremely bored and find a new anime.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
That could
but
happen.
I don't even know. I don't know if anything. I don't think anything's gonna come out.
Yeah, like, you'd have to take a look.
Because we're already in spring seasons, right?
I think technically yes. The seasons are kind of weird, like how like the timing, like, because we could still be in winter season. But I don't. That's the thing. I don't know. I always mix it up.
Spring might be like April, low key.
Probably.
April.
But now we're officially in March, so I don't know. There's a few things that's coming up, but I'm not sure if you'd have any interest in them. But I don't even remember. I'd have to go look at my Annie list at what's upcoming that I have in my interest log. But either way, that was a really good start. Warm up conversation to get things going. That's the probably the first time ever that we've actually had that much One Piece conversation that wasn't like me just paying respect to Oda-san. All right, so here we go, about to go over these comments for you guys, and make sure that if you want to hear your comment in a future episode, make sure you drop them or hit us up at fullpowerpod@gmail.com. That's fullpowerpod@gmail.com. Let's get into it. If you like video games and stream clips, then definitely check out my video game channel over at youtube.com/uchigames1. That's youtube.com/uchigames1. Okay, so this is off of the episode 43 YouTube version itself. So let's see. First person says, I personally don't think we are getting Gas versus Broly. But I do think that if Goku is going to bait Gas into following him to different planets, that we will get a cameo of him just reacting to Goku and Gas flying by. Your thoughts?
Flying by on Broly's planet?
Yeah, so if you remember in the last chapter, Gas and Goku are duking it out, and then Goku instant transmission them to another planet that Jacko was on. So basically, I guess what this person is saying is that this is the chance for them to kind of cameo Broly into this arc, and while they're fighting, they like instant transmission to Vampa for like a quick second, and then Broly sees him flying by or whatever, and then that's it. So what do you think about that?
I don't even know if there's a point to that, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because like, if they're good, like, they might as well just throw him in that bitch.
Exactly.
They might as well just throw him in.
Yeah, honestly, like, because realistically, like, I'm sure every fan inside would love to see Broly versus Gas for the sole purpose of how would he do. Like, I just want to see him, for one. Two, I want to see how he would do and how he would adapt to the strongest in the universe. You know what I'm saying? Because since we've seen Gas already fight like as his like berserker rage state, I would love, and now that he's maintained that, I would love to see how Broly would interact with that. So that's I guess part of my response. My full response is that a cameo, okay, maybe, but at that point, I'm sure some people are gonna definitely react by saying like, wow, like Broly, this is how they're gonna put Broly in there. He's just gonna be in fucking background. All right, whatever. So at that rate, yeah, just like kind of like what you were saying, no point. Just unless he gets involved, don't do it. All right. So this next person says, let's see, people who are saying that Goku will get Gas to fight Broly, it is never gonna happen. Gas will one-shot Broly. Broly does get used to fighting, but he has a limit and he stops. He didn't get used to fighting Gogeta, which we have seen. Gogeta at his best isn't close to Vegito, and Vegito isn't close to Jiren. I don't know about all that last part shit.
I can argue that.
Yeah.
Because the only reason I can argue that, right? Because in the movie, Gogeta, I feel like they already knew this, like that he adapts and gets stronger as they fight. So, I think the only way to stop that realistically is to KO him before he can get stronger throughout the fight, and that's exactly what they did.
Yep, the only saving grace that Broly had was Shenron, right? AKA Chilai with the wish. But it's well, I think even with me being such a Broly fan, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure he was gonna get fucking washed on that freaking Big Bang Kamehameha. Like,
he would have died.
He would have straight up died. Yeah,
he was like dying out. You know how big that shit was?
Yeah, like at that point, yeah, like Broly hit a certain level of strength and power, but Gogeta was up there or beyond, and he caught him at a good time. Like when he struck when the iron was hot. So yeah, I guess unfortunately, like if Gas would just here's the thing, I don't think he would one-shot him, because Goku now is starting to hold his own against Gas. So they're going back and forth, they're trading blows. Because if you're gonna say he can one-shot Broly, then he should have been able to one-shot Goku already. And that didn't happen.
Right.
So don't be fucking disrespecting my guy, okay? Because listen, Broly is the shit, okay? Like he's not perfect, but he's not some fucking Yamcha, okay? Let's put some respect on his fucking name here. This person says, kind of crazy that the Red Ribbon Army is still around doing stuff in the background. Reminds me of Orochimaru and Boruto. That's it.
Orochimaru and Boruto. What, he's talking about the movie?
Well, they're saying, well, yeah. They're I guess that's in reference to the movie, because That's where we see the red ribbon army, the red ribbon fucking army. They are involved in the movie, yeah. So yeah, they're saying that it's funny how like after all these years, like this is like on some Dragon Ball head ass shit, and that's kind of why people were sleeping on this movie so soon. Is because like think about it, Brandon. After all these years, all these villains, all these threats, all these, you know, oppositions that they're faced with, you're gonna throw the fucking red ribbon army? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
just for Gohan. Holy shit.
Oh,
that's pathetic.
Here
just
we go.
for Gohan. No, just for Gohan.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Okay, so this next person, I believe this is Kronos, so shout out to Kronos, okay? As much as I want it, ego. Okay, this is in response to you. I remember you saying this shit. He says, much as I want it, ego instinct Gogeta ain't happening. LOL. He goes, we want Gas defeated, not erased. But plot wise, Goku and Gas make sense due to Gas having his grudge on Bardock. Granola will go get the kill on Elik because it's him who killed his mother. Elik also has 7-3, so that's probably how he will be fighting Granola. So, and then he says Vegeta has been a very supporting character and helped develop Granola's character and also inform Goku of Bardock's relation. I guess Vegeta's buildup in this arc will be paid off in the next arc. So that's unfortunate, that last part, but what are you gathering from that?
I mean, shit. No ultra ego, or ultra instant ego, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna happen.
I mean, nah, I don't think it'll happen either. At least now, no. But maybe in the future. I can see it already. I mean, think about it. These motherfuckers fuse, and they both kind of mastered instinct and ego. Like I could see it happening. I can see it.
See, you know, the funny thing is, something like that I would expect out of like a movie. You know, like that's the type of shit you would see in a film where they both have their own high powers and shit, and then they do a dance or they get the earrings, and then they like power up while they're fused, and boom.
Fuck the power up. They could low-key be already in their forms, like Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, and fuse, and there you go.
But see,
they could do it that way. Because all they have to do is match their powers. They just have to. You see? That's all they gotta do. That's all they gotta do.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say, was that since Vegeta is all about his destruction, and then Goku's trying to like, you know, like keep it together.
Keep it
like,
cool.
How does that balance? Like, where is that balance point for them to, you know, because that's one of the rules of the fusion dance. I mean, I don't know if Toriyama and Toyotaro remember that shit, but that's one of the fucking rules, was that they had to match power levels in order to do that.
Who said they can't match power levels? I mean, if Goku's stronger than Vegeta, all he has to do is fucking shrink his, you know, because that's what Trunks had to do with Goten. Because Trunks was stronger. Kid Trunks was stronger than Goten, so he had to lower his power level to match Goten's. Okay, yeah, so that's right. If you use that logic right there, then they can make anything happen. But for them to, like, I really wonder, like, what would even make them do that shit? Like, I mean, like, they would have to be fighting like somebody crazy for that to happen.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, that's why it seems so like movie-esque, you know?
Because they don't normally like to fuse anyway. So like, they want to do it by them individually. So they only ever do that if their back's against the wall. Technically, to be honest, they should try it against Gas, because obviously it looks like they're getting fucking washed from what I'm hearing.
See, now that we're talking about this, I feel like if they were to theoretically do that, and if they were to do it while powered up, I think that there would have to be some type of verbal cue from one of them that would have to be like, inevitably Goku saying this, all right, Vegeta, I'm gonna turn down my power for you. Vegeta's like, fuck. like I can see that happening, and I don't want that shit to happen, man. Like, Vegeta, man, come on.
Shit, but that's the whatchamacallit. That's basically saying, like, that's if Goku's actually stronger than Vegeta, which in my book I think he is. In my book.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I don't think. Unfortunately, you know, even when Vegeta gets that upper hand for, like, you know, 5 minutes, it's all said and done. I always think back to literally when they were both Super Saiyan Blue. That was the one time ever that they were on the same fucking level.
You see, I feel like when it comes to this Ultra Instinct Ego fusion that I'm
conceptualizing.
Yeah. Like, they definitely have to be in like those states before fusing, I believe, because I'm gonna use Super Saiyan 4 here as a reference, even though it's not fucking canon or whatever. But
not yet.
When they fused to Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? They were previously in Super Saiyan 4 for them to, you know, get there. It's not like they were normal form or anything like that, and they fused and then they powered up to Super Saiyan 4. That never fucking happened.
Well, they had no choice because they couldn't fuse while Goku was a motherfucking kid. I mean, technically they could have, but
yeah, but I don't know, like, because Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego are two different forms. They're not similar. They're not like Super Saiyan Blue or regular Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? So I feel like for that to happen, like, I feel, this is just me. This is just how I'm processing it. For it to actually happen, since it's not the same form or power, I feel like they have to do it, like, while they're in their states.
Yeah, I mean, it would. I mean, yeah.
It'll make one. But then what the fuck are they gonna call it? Are they actually gonna call it Ultra Instinct Ego, or are they gonna fucking come up with another fucking name?
I would prefer if they came up with a whole new name, to be honest.
Because I mean, you're literally combining two different states. You're combining Ultra Instinct, which is the calm state, and then you're combining it with fucking Ego, which is all about what?
Destruction.
So what's in between destruction and calm? What's the word?
Serenity. Oh. Yo, dude, that's see what you just said literally is exactly what Magneto said to Professor Xavier in that X-Men film, where he was like, or no, it was reversed. It was Professor X said it to Magneto, because when they was forming the X-Men, I think this was first class, X-Men's first class, I think it was, and they were all training, like all the mutants and shit were training, and Charles literally goes over to freaking Magneto, and he's like, you need to find that sweet spot, that rage, but that anger and emotion, and you need to find that serenity. I never forgot that shit. And yo, this fucking guy, this is why X-Men is OD, all right? Magnus freaking, he had his hand out like this, and he was trying, Charles told him to move a whole fucking like satellite that was so far away, and he was controlling his anger, but he had a tear coming from his eye, and he moved the fucking satellite. That shit was sick. It was one of the I'm telling you, imagine they call it Ultra Serenity Fire,
bro. That would have to look crazy.
Imagine
like, just like imagine the aura, bro. It's like probably a mixture of like white and red or some shit, bro.
Well, so Ultra Ego is purple.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I can still picture that shit then.
If that was like a mixture of, I mean,
what can white and purple?
That's almost like
make.
You kind of.
Does it make another color?
You kind of. I think it's if off of my brain, I'm trying to mentally picture it. I'm getting kind of like a. almost like a bluish
Blue.
like, well, that's the thing, because you need blue and red to make purple. So then if you add white to it, you're making it lighter. So it would just be like, honestly, it would probably go more towards maybe like a violet. No, not violet. Fucking like pinkish.
Well, if they just wanted to make it simple, they could literally just half aura, like half white, half purple.
Okay, now see, if they did that, if they did a half aura, that's never been done before. That shit would look ridiculous.
That's different.
No. That if it was like a gradient aura, okay, that would be OD.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, purple to the white tip or some shit like that, or reversed. Or yo, remember? Okay, so you know how like when Broly does the thing and the fucking screen goes like green and all that shit, and like, but it's the purple and the white though.
Whoa. Yeah, nah,
that should be tough.
And that would be interesting right there.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Serenity.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
All right, that
decided that.
That was a good one right there. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is a good one. Okay, so. Uchi, do you think Toei will bring into anime canon Android 21, who is smart enough to resurrect Cell and works for the Red Ribbon Army?
The one in the game?
Yes.
Fighters?
Yes.
You see, I wouldn't mind, honestly.
Oh, all right. There you go. Approval.
I mean, I don't got a problem with it. They just have to make it make sense, like I always say.
Facts.
So like, who's making Android 21? Because Jiro's dead.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even play the story mode for Fighters, so like I don't even know her origin, to be honest. Because it was a video game.
It doesn't even have to. They don't even have to take They don't even have to take none of that. They already have the character design. All they have to do is just make a story out of it.
True.
So like they'll honestly just have to make. They'll have to build some like probably a new character up or somebody that we've just never seen before type of thing, and be like, this nigga made Android 21 off of like, because he was inspired by Dr. Jiro or some shit like that. You know?
Yeah, and what's interesting though, but don't you remember Android 21 is also a Majin, like.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's more. She's complex.
So
like, she's deep.
So man, like all this new all this new guy just has to do is get some Majin blood and mix it with fucking Android shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I
think it would be cool. I think it would be really cool if they did that shit, to be honest. Shit.
All right.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this next person, well, actually, yeah, I guess I'll just read it. No. So we have two more from this one, and then I have to go to the videos next. All right, we're doing good on time. They say, I do think people are missing that Goku got healed up by Minato while Vegeta has not, and also Vegeta got bodied last chapter while being exhausted, so he just made the right decision, which is giving Goku his energy because Goku is healed up. So I will say, credit to where credit is due, I definitely 100% forgot all about that, and that's why my initial reaction to seeing the same shit, because either way it's still seeing the same shit, with seeing somebody give Goku their fucking energy to do the job, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I even responded to them. I said, true, but it doesn't mean it's still whack to see things we've seen in the past over and over again. Exactly. See, that's what I just said. So yeah, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, like when it comes to Vegeta giving his power, or like his energy, or remaining energy, I'll say, to Goku, like I just wonder like, what's the difference? Like, if Goku's already, like, so Goku's fully healed? That's what I'm getting at?
Well, yeah, so Minato healed him so that way he could continue fighting with gas.
So is he like 100%?
Well, technically probably not right now, because they've been going back and forth.
Like, you see that doesn't really add up to me then, because like, if Goku's not even 100%, right, and then you're gonna add Vegeta's remaining source of power or energy to Goku, then where the fuck is he at? Because like, if he was 100% before and facing this nigga, like, what's the difference? Like, how is he now getting used to the fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like, or even trading blows with this guy.
If it's any indication, he's definitely not 100%, just because you would assume that if he was, he would have ran right to Ultra Instinct, but he didn't.
Right.
He went to Blue.
So like I don't know what's going on here. So like, I mean, what I can predict upcoming, and I don't even read this shit, but I mean, if Gas like puts him to his limits or some shit, and Goku like really digs deep, like normal, you know, like
yeah,
you could not be surprised if he pulls it out, you know, Ultra Instinct or, you know, mastered and shit.
Yeah.
And then he gains like fucking superpower and shit. But
yeah, well,
that's just your regular Dragon Ball Z prediction.
Yep.
Your super prediction.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was definitely not my bad because I totally forgot about that, but still sucks to see because I feel like we've seen it enough. Last comment here, and then we're gonna move on to the other videos that have comments for us. This person says, I'm the second comment and I have been trying to be the first one since forever. I love your Dragon Ball Super reactions, Uchi. Thank you, appreciate it. I know it's been a bit, but yeah, man, always missing doing the reactions to freaking Dragon Ball Super every weekend. Those were the days. For sure.
Yeah, that motherfucker's not frequent no more.
Yeah, man, we're still waiting. We're still in this drought right now. You know, I'm just hoping that after this movie comes out, the anime does return for real, because then we'd have something directly guaranteed to talk about every week. It would just be like what happened in the episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. So this person said this movie is either setting up Cell's return for a sequel or Cell is the main villain for this movie. I'm telling you, he's in this movie.
See, but if he's, well, okay, if he's really in this movie, I personally don't, or I wouldn't want him to be like a one and done. I think I would kind of want him to be lingering around, kind of like Frieza. See what's
Yeah, okay.
Because then, like, I don't know. I don't think it would be fair. Because like why the fuck is Frieza still around if that's the case? Like, because Cell's technically, or back in the day, used to be stronger than Frieza. So like, how come Frieza gets the second chance and is still fucking lingering?
Because he was the more popular character.
Deadass over Cell.
I mean, it's factual. Think about it. They brought Dragon Ball back. Then they were like, okay, now we're back. How do we really get people to fucking come watch this new shit? We're bringing Trunks. We're bringing an evil Goku. We'll throw fucking Frieza in there. We're gonna make these motherfucking Saiyans go Super Saiyan Blue. We're gonna have all sorts of shit. That's exactly what they did. And then eventually
it's like they're just bringing back the old villains, low key. Like when you really think about it, because like if Frieza's already back, so I mean, if this movie, which we all predict, I guess Cell is in it. So like they're bringing Cell back. What's next, Kid Buu?
Well,
but I mean, we got Oob. We already know he's coming in eventually whenever they time skip or whatever, you know. So like, what the fuck would make Kid Buu come back? Like realistically, like.
So here's the thing. I don't think personally, I think if they were to ever try to do the Kid Buu thing, that would be a stretch. The other thing I want to say in regards to the Cell thing is actually something that I've actually said forever ago on a previous episode somewhere along the line, where I stated that nostalgia will always sell, and nostalgia is always going to be something that is very modernized. And when it comes to Dragon Ball specifically, ever since it came back, they're basically kind of checking off all the boxes of what to do before they get into any kind of real new territory. Because right now, as of this very moment, they are still doing events that took place within Dragon Ball Z. Super is Dragon Ball Z. People don't want to realize that, but that is a fact, because the events of Super, all of the events, not just a few, not just the TOP, not just Goku Black, no, every single thing from Goku in the farm to Broly fucking them up on the wherever they was fighting. All of it is Dragon Ball Z because it happens within that time 10-year skip. Because then Z ends with Oob and the tournament and them flying off and all that shit, right? So because of that, they've been taking all their time ever since they came back in what, like 15, 2016? Oh, no. Dragon Ball Z came back with Battle of Gods. That was in 2012. Damn, that was 10 years ago. Holy shit. Holy shit. Think about that. That was 10 years ago. A decade ago, they brought that shit back. They have been literally just getting everybody back again once again. They're doing the fan service thing by giving us all this familiar shit. And I said this. They're gonna give us, like, once we found out Frieza was coming back, I was like, oh, okay. So after Frieza, the only other character that they're gonna do is Cell. He's it. That's it. After Cell, that's it. They're done. Like, and that's not even counting Broly, because Broly is a different conversation. That was all me. But still, like, Cell is the last thing. That's it. Once they do Cell, it's over. They're not gonna fucking bring in Raditz, Nappa. They're not gonna do none of that shit. They're not gonna fuck. You know what? You'd be lucky if you got the Ginyu Force as a cameo or some joke episode bullshit. But they're not doing none of that. They're not gonna do Android 19. They're not gonna do fucking Spopovich. They're not, Dabora. They're not gonna do no motherfucking no.
Is it all? If they really want some easy, like, solid villains to come through and just bump up their power to match up to the current, just bring back like Janemba.
Well, so yeah, I mean, like that's always like a
Bojack.
That's see, because ever since Broly, that's always been the question that people will have. Like, okay, well, if they brought back Broly, who else could they bring back? But the thing is, it's not just about who. It's if those characters have that popular potential, that PP. Because Broly was so fucking popular, his ass got fucking brought back basically off of popular demand. Low key.
He deserved the fucking main spot.
Absolutely, he deserved the motherfucking main spot. There's no question about that shit. But when it comes down to who would be next, everybody talks. It's like the top 3 contenders are Cooler, Janemba, and Bojack, right? And probably like Tapion, but like Tapion's
I fucked with the movie, not gonna cap.
Yeah, but no. Oh, wait a minute, am I thinking about something else? Oh yeah. No. I'm thinking of fucking what's that motherfucking green guy who was dead?
Bojack.
No. He was in the anime. He fought Goku when he died.
Fuck Goku when he died.
Yeah. You don't remember when in the Buu saga, like the whole time Goku was dead. These were like filler episodes. He was Pikkon. You don't remember Pikkon? Yeah, wow.
Yeah. I kind of remember.
He was green. He had big lips.
Yeah. But fuck that.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Not worthy.
Those are the characters that people talk about the most.
I would rather them bring in some niggas from fucking GT low-key. Like, whether it be Omega Shenron, right?
They have to.
Or Omega Shenron, I can see, because he was strong as fuck.
I hope
all they have to do is bump him up.
Yeah, I mean, look. The whole idea of, not even just idea, but just the fact that there are several different types and other types of Dragon Balls, it's almost like they kind of preemptively planted the seed for the Black Stars to happen. So whether it's done one-to-one to what GT did, listen, they've been retconning shit as it is. They could change up how that works too. The Black Star balls could literally just be somewhere else. They don't have to be the balls that happened on Earth and then too many wishes were on them or something like that. They don't have to do that. They could, but they don't have to. They could change it up completely. But conceptually, all that stuff with, you know, each ball has a dragon and they gotta fight them. All that shit could still be there. Or they could just bring in Omega Shenron. Like, you know, there's millions of ways to do it.
Yeah, nah, cause I wouldn't want to sit through that bullshit because those are some weak ass niggas, especially like with each ball, like each Black Star ball, bro.
Yeah.
I would not want to see that because that should just be a sweep, especially at this point. So like, I hope like if that were to ever come into play as canon, like they would have to really think about that shit.
Yeah.
And not just go straight off of GT because it honestly wouldn't make no sense because of where all the power gaps are.
Yeah.
So.
So this next comment just says, "Hell yeah, let's go. This movie is all Gohan." Yo, your face. Yo, it is though.
Yeah.
I really have a good feeling about this movie, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be good.
You see, I'm more excited to see Goten and Trunks than Gohan.
I mean, that's understandable, but
I'm more excited to see where they are because yeah.
You better hope they change because they're in their civilian clothes.
Right. Shit, they better change.
They better get on that battlefield.
Fucking Gohan's changing. They better fucking change, bro.
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah, Gohan's ready. Listen, we haven't think about it, man. We haven't seen Gohan in a single like get up as far as like his work clothes or his lounge clothes. Like he's in the gi, the classic purple gi, son. Not fucking around.
You just better take advantage.
Oh yeah, so all right, so some of these comments, right? They actually are directed at you because apparently, and this is how people fucking ask themselves out, right? They're not watching none of these videos because they're like, oh man, it's good to see Brother Uch back. What? Good to see him back. He's been here. He never left. You fucking fake.
Fucking goon.
You goon.
Shit.
I thought it was funny though, but yeah. They're like, yeah, it's good to see you back again once again. And then I let them know. I'm like, he's still been around. I guess none of y'all been watching anything on this channel. Let's see. There's another. Yo, this comment literally said, Goten and Trunks out here looking like Yamcha and Bulma.
What?
That shit was stupid.
Bulma?
But I could see it just in the outfits. That's it.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all the comments, right? So the plot, right? So we're gonna end it with this, right? As far as what I think, how this plot is gonna work out for Dragon Ball Super Superhero, right? Because if we're to believe that Cell is actually gonna be involved, okay, I think that what's gonna happen is okay, I'm trying to get my shit together here. Okay. So basically, we know that they have the Red Ribbon Army and they're up to something, right? We know that Pan is also like in the midst of training with Piccolo and shit, right? So we also know that there's this whole theme with the whole superhero thing because it's in the title. We also see Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, which are these new android beings that they look like they are hero-esque, but we still don't really know their purpose, what they're gonna do, type shit, right? Right. So we also see Gohan. Get serious. Glasses are off. Gi is on. Original haircut is back. Original as in Teen Cell, where everybody fucking loves this guy and remembers this guy, okay? So here's what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna take Okay, all right. So here's what's gonna happen. Piccolo and or Pan or both are going to get abducted. And then Gohan, it'll be up to Gohan to essentially save his master and daughter in one shot. Now here's the kicker. The two androids are clearly there as, you know, the opponents or whatever, and they're gonna get handled. But that's not the problem. Because see, when Cell pops in, he's gonna pop in after they get the fighting. So kind of similar to what we've seen in the past, when these Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 characters fight up against Goku, probably Gohan, probably, they're gonna be essentially like taking in their Saiyan data, their Saiyan cells in a sense. Cell is going to absorb Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. And you know how you pointed out that Android 18 was there? Well, there's your perfect Cell set up right in front of you. And it's gonna just be all over again. If this movie is good to us, by fucking God, not only are we gonna have Gohan be the one to fucking do it in, we're gonna see for the first time an actual father-son and other son, and maybe the son's friend, Kamehameha. And that shit will be crazy. Dude, think about it. If they got the whole family in there, that shit will be fire.
I don't even think Goku's gonna be fighting now. If they're on,
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so either. But you know, just in case, you know, because he's in there. But
I mean, yeah, what I can low key foresee is if Goku's on, what's the planet called?
Vampa.
Again, Vampa. If he's on planet Vampa training with Broly and shit, whatever, is Vegeta there too?
I would assume so, because Vegeta's also in the film.
Okay, so he's trying to get that whipping too.
Uh-huh.
Nah, but so about this father-son Kamehameha shit, right? If we're gonna get it again, type of thing, with Gohan as the main, like the only way I could foresee it is if Goku senses it somehow, and he telepathically is talking to Gohan again. Somehow.
They recreated. Oh my God.
But Goku's alive this time, obviously.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one way I could foresee it. Whether that's like, because they can use Whis for that shit, I think. Can they?
The what? The telepathy shit or whatever. But
yeah, I feel like Whis has done that shit.
Well, yeah, they can do that. I mean, something like that is very like easy for them to do. Like that's like nothing in Dragon Ball.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So that's my point. They can figure that shit out, and that's if Goku can sense that shit, like what's kind of going on down there, or he just gets some information somehow on like what's going on, and he can't make it through instant transmission himself somehow.
Oh yeah. They have some bullshit reason, like, oh, but he couldn't for anything else, right? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So, that's what I think. That's a possibility, and this is if like this is happening or whatever. But like, I don't even think honestly there would be a reason for Cell to even go after Android 18, because she's human, right? At this point.
Yes. So that is okay. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's something I forgot to bring up last week, because she should be a human now, like full on. I'm pretty sure Krillin wished for her to be like not an android anymore or something.
Yeah, so
yeah, but
I mean, Cell doesn't know that.
But the thing is, I feel like this is gonna be a new Cell, and if he absorbed 18 just out of spite, oh fucking D, son. Like, I
mean, Krillin ain't gonna do shit, but
hell no, his bald ass head gonna get fucking blown up right in front of everybody.
Yeah. Imagine if they fucking killed Krillin again.
I saw. So wait a minute. You're telling me that this movie is gonna do all the Cell and some of Frieza's shit in this fucking film just for Gohan?
Imagine.
Get out of here. Now that's overdoing it. I came up with a decent of enough believable plot based on the things that we've seen and know and are speculating. If they decide to fucking blow this poor guy up in front of his wife, that's probably gonna get absorbed or whatever for Gohan's sake, god damn it, that's crazy. That is just crazy.
The reason I would even mention that, and this is how the order would work. It would be Cell absorbs 18, Krillin gets fucking pissed, then he gets blown up, and then we go on with Gohan and whoever else.
Yeah.
And then they ascend.
Oh.
They ascend.
Shit, man. I'm telling you, after thinking of it like that, I really have all good faith in this film, 100%. There's not a single thing. Actually, the one thing that I know, I'm sure a lot of people like yourself they're gonna look at the animation and they're gonna be like, this movie was only this good because it has shit CGI or whatever, or
it's
3D.
Weird. It looks weird, just a little bit.
Like that, and just think about it.
I don't understand why they do that, bro.
I know.
Fucking fumbling.
They're flexing. That's what
fumbling.
It is. Yeah, it's a fumble for the rest of the fucking industry, the fans, the viewers. They're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do 3D just because we can. So take it or leave it. Bye. That's how it is. But what I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna say that this film could be like so good, right? Like imagine if the rating, imagine if someone like rated this shit like a 10. Like I'm not gonna say it is a 10, but let's say if it was a 10, it wouldn't be a 10, it would be a 9 because of the fucking animation, bro. Telling you, this movie has a pre-crutch. It has a pre-crutch on itself because it's not a Shintani done thing, and it's not any of the other animator done things. It's not gonna look like what it looks like on a TV show, I can tell you that much. So it could, that's what I'm saying, it could be a 10 type of movie, but it's not because of the animation. And you know how people are gonna react. I know how you're gonna react, but we're all gonna see it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. All right.
So I guess the last bit of news that I can share before we end this episode is that take it for what you will. I have a video at this point. By the time you guys are watching this is already out, so you can check it on the main YouTube channel, youtube.com/Uchi gang. I think that's what you have to type. Or anyway, just look me up. But Crunchyroll is absorbing Funimation.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
That's good.
That is because I love Funimation. I've been to the headquarters twice. Okay. I've had a Funimation partnership. I've had that fucking code link in the description of all my videos just chilling there for anyone to have free Funimation for a trial, of course, for years. And now Funimation is essentially no more. So basically what's going to happen is Crunchyroll is getting its entire library migrated to Crunchyroll.
That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Because that means I can go searching. Yeah.
That means that a lot of the exclusives that came out of Funimation, a lot of the dubs, for example, My Hero Academia, their dub, all that shit is going over to Crunchyroll. Because usually Crunchyroll is just a home of the subs. They do have some English dubs, but not all. But now that with the absorption, I like to call it, of Funimation is basically no more. But it's like all the employees and people that work there are just now Crunchyroll employees now. So whatever role they had, they're just gonna have it in Crunchyroll, which is nice. So the brand of Funimation is just no more, which is gonna be weird because think of the legacy and all the years of shit that they've done, all the products, Like, yo, look at all, yo, you can go look at any of the fucking DVDs and Blu-ray I got over there still. You're gonna see a Funimation logo on there most likely.
I remember the little intro, with the
Funimation.
drum beat.
Yeah. So it's kind of bittersweet to see something like that go, but I mean, hey, it's like one of those things where, like you said,
era.
Yeah, it's end of an era for sure. But it's like you said, like now you're just gonna have one solid place to look for everything. You don't have to worry about if it's on over here.
I'd rather it that way.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. It's a nice attempt, and yes, that's gonna be I think it's going to be the one app out there with the largest catalog of anime. However, it's not gonna be the only thing, because Netflix will still have anime. I'm pretty sure Hulu will still have anime, and there also exists a little thing called Amazon. Yeah, good luck trying to get those fucking things. I don't think they're gonna be able to afford that shit. Cause I don't see Amazon. They're trying to establish their own shit over there. They got motherfucking Vinland Saga. They're not letting it go that shit.
Yeah, but honestly, like everything on Netflix right now and Hulu, like with as far as anime goes, it's shit everyone's probably already seen. Plus, like, yeah, like whatever Crunchyroll doesn't have somehow, I mean Funimation has. So, and then like there's some shit on Funimation that may be on Netflix or Hulu that I've personally found that's not on Crunchyroll. So, I mean, I've already watched everything like that I possibly could between Netflix and Hulu from what I found. So like this Crunchyroll absorption with Funimation, I mean, it's just gonna create like that one platform where you could find everything and more at this point. So like, there's really no competition between. It doesn't honestly matter if Netflix or Hulu has animes, because nigga Crunchyroll's gonna be where everything's at now. So like,
yeah. That's like, true.
Like if you're not caught up with like the main animes or the majority of the animes that are on Netflix and Hulu, nigga, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
That's true, because a lot of those are on Crunchyroll too. I'm pretty sure, like Bleach and Naruto are the first two that I think of. I'm pretty sure they're on both of those platforms, but they've always been on Crunchyroll too. So
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that was funny. Well, not funny, but that was something that I wanted to bring up for this episode too. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We have pretty nice ass episode. Like I said, guys, if there's any other comments and whatnot, topic discussions that y'all want to hear from us on future episodes, leave it in the comment section below or hit us up at fullpowerpod@gmail.com. Once again, that is fullpowerpod@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to the Full Power Podcast YouTube channel. It is still under construction. There's only a playlist right there on it right now, but sooner than later I will be uploading the episodes exclusively over there and keep all of the shorter based content and just regular videos, you know, on the main channel here that you guys are watching this on for the YouTube version. If you're on Spotify, again, hit the freaking polls, please. Answer the polls, please. Any feedback is better than no feedback, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you enjoyed this episode, brother. Uchi, got anything left for the people at home?
Stay fresh, stay clean, stay safe, man. Keep the vibes high. That's about it.
Keep them high, and make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect you. Keep it locked, loaded right here on this podcast. Stay safe, stay clean, and stay the hell inside. We'll see y'all next time.